What's up, guys? Welcome, everybody, to the MLSP Wednesday webinar. Welcome. We have a very cool one tonight. I love when we have the marketing stuff. I love the mindset, the leadership, the prospecting stuff as well, but this is really cool. I love the lead stuff because everyone, they always want more leads for their business, right? They always talk about how leads is like their number one, their Achilles heel. They can never get enough. They ran out of people to talk to. And when we have someone like our guest trainer tonight who's going to come out and share what she's been up to with a particular marketing strategy, with how she's been able to get like 500 likes over the last 2 days, and she and her husband can generate anywhere from really 50 to 100 leads at the drop of a dime whenever they want to. You take notice. You take notes and you pay attention to what they have to say. So real quickly, I just want to make sure. Can you guys hear me? Okay, I know there's a little bit of a delay. It might take a second. I want to make sure you guys can hear me all right.
Brian, it looks like everybody got booted off and got redirected, and now everybody's trying to come back on now. Because the attendees went all the way down to 0, now they're coming back up, and people are saying they got kicked off.
Well, okay.
You knew this was going to happen. I mean, I'm on this webinar. You knew this was going to happen.
I love Michelle. I love working with you, Michelle, because every time it's a curveball, and something happens and it's fun. And I've never seen that. I wonder why people just get booted. Has this happened to you? I've never seen. I haven't had this happen. But hey, whatever, guys. Whatever.
Back on.
Cool. Okay. Obviously, Michelle, we can hear one another. Let's make sure that everyone else can before we get rolling here. You guys.
You just reading this, what they're saying? Uh-oh. How come Brian, I can't hear you now. I can't hear you, Brian. No, I can't hear you. I can't hear you at all. Sounds good. Okay, Brian just went off. We're back. I made it. We're here. We hear you guys loud and clear. Can you guys hear Brian?
Okay.
There. I heard you for a second, and then it went off again. You ask everybody if they can hear you. Okay.
Wow, weird. Check, nothing.
No, I hear you.
Okay, I'm not going to touch a thing because I don't want Google to crash. So, okay, cool. All right, well, we're just going to rock and roll here. I was going to go over a couple of updates. I'm not going to do that. We're already like 10 minutes into the hour here, and I will just say if you're an MLSP member, just check out there's a couple updates in the bottom right of our system. You'll see that you now have access to change the different pop-ups. If you're promoting Mastery, which hopefully after this past week and a half, everyone here is promoting Mastery and is at the Mastery level because we've shown and proven the numbers. We're watching the number, like the actual checks go up as we speak, as people and the leaders shift to promote Mastery. And that's definitely where you want to be if you're a leader. And the pop-ups, whatever you're marketing, you can actually go to the website settings and change which pop-up, exit pop-up. So if someone goes and sees your Academy offer, they get redirected to a Mastery offer. And if they're on the Mastery offer and they leave the actual sales page, they can get immediately open up to a brand new Academy offer. You know, it's a little bit of a cheaper offer, so price-wise. So we think that's really going to help conversions. On top of, we all hope that you're promoting the Monday call. Every single week now, if you're brand new, we do the selling for you, whether it's Michelle, whether it's Bill, myself, one of our top earners, one of our ENT or MMT members. This is a very huge selling point, guys. A lot of people claim they do the selling for you, and they don't really. All they do is have funnels and sales pages, and those work. That's what we've had for years. But we've dialed this in a little bit, and we are now doing a weekly presentation to promote Mastery on your behalf. So literally the war cry here is you've got the funnels. All you need to do is drive the traffic, and we would do the sales for you live every single Monday. And last week we saw a ton of mastery upgrades. I'm excited for them because they've got the most powerful and most profitable offer in this niche to build You Inc., which is your business. And we've got the 4 different revenue streams. If you're brand new, you've got the continuity revenue, which it happens every single month. It's very similar to your MLM, your business opportunities, residual income. We've got you covered at MLSP. You've got the product income. If you're a Mastery member, you can sell products and make 100% of that entire sale. And we've got other products you can sell, coaching, training, all sorts of crazy cool stuff. The third piece of the revenue is high ticket, at least $1,000 a sale. We've got an offer in here that actually pops very regularly on an annual Mastery sale. It pays you $1,000. Those are the 3 of the 4 revenue streams, and the 4th is your business opportunity, your MLM, whatever it is, your network marketing, direct sales, top tier. Doesn't matter what that is, we can help you build it. So we've got 3 of the 4 revenue streams that all top earners are building inside MLSP in Mastery. And we proved it to you over the last week and a half with numbers. And just trust me when I tell you, get as many prospects, as many team members to that Monday night, 9 p.m. Eastern presentation where we will take you by the hand and give you a sneak peek behind the curtain of what gals like Michelle, guys like Bill, guys like, when you take a look at our top guys, Rob Ford, Mark Harbert, Frank Marino, Ray Higdon, Steve Jaffe, Diane Hoffman, a lot of the leaders, the thought leaders in this industry are doing exactly what we teach them, or what they've been doing it for a while. We're just actually taking the gloves off and exploiting the fact that this is how we are doing it, all of us at the top. So we're pumped about that call, what's going on with MLSP right now. And with that being said, we've had like 1,000 people. We really only had time for one email for this email. One email blast for this webinar, and we were able to get well over 1,000 people registered, which is exciting. So we've got about half of that on, and let's rock and roll. Let's just dig into it. You guys are here for Facebook, and I'm actually honored. I love it when these two, there's only one speaking tonight, but when these two come out, because they've been here for the last couple of years, and they've created just an awesome success story. And they're just a bunch of two really fun-loving, competitive people. We've hung out a little bit, and I'll tell you, I haven't seen as much competition ever than when we played a video game up at my house and played golf. And it was awesome because we talk about like these guys. If you've ever seen in any affiliate contests that Michelle and Bill take part in, they are watching the leaderboards like a hawk. They are trash talking. They are having fun.
I'm not trash talking.
Well, I mean, maybe not.
Well, okay, to you.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun, and it's not just in business. It's like it's just how they play life. It's full out, and it's just been a really good time getting to know them and building a relationship with these guys. And tonight, Michelle, guys, if you've been online for a little bit, if you're brand new, you're in for a real treat. If you've been online, you know who this woman is. She's an L5 leader inside of MLSP, and she is hands down, I mean, the sharpest Facebook marketer. She's the one I go to, and a lot of authorities go to when they have questions about Facebook or when they want to hire someone to handle pay-per-click accounts. And like I said, she can drive 100 leads a day through Facebook like this. She's on top of it. She's actually got a product, a coaching product, where she holds your hand and gives you the most up-to-date, because the internet changes, guys, on a dime. To hire someone like Michelle and to have her in your back pocket and have her every single other week or so update you on what she's doing with her marketing dollars on Facebook, because that's all she does with marketing is Facebook. She's like one of the top earners in her MLM business, definitely one of the top earners over here, making a pretty good amount of money and about to skyrocket as we shift to Mastery. She is killing it. So anyway, I could speak a whole bunch more about these two. You guys want some training, we're going to give it to you. L5 leader, best Facebook marketer on the planet. She's going to show you what she's been up to like this past week to crush it, because Facebook is changing all the time. Zuckerberg and his team do updates more than Google does. So it is constant, ever going, and you always need this up-to-date, relevant training, which is why we want you to have her as a coach. Tonight, you get it for free. So shut the door, turn off all the cell phones, email, Skype, all that stuff. Michelle Pescaslido, what is up, girl? Come on out.
I am out. Not much is going on. Thanks for that awesome introduction.
Yeah, man.
All right, good. You can hear me and everything. So I think what I'll do is, I know there's a lot of, new people that have come into MLSP, and maybe they don't know exactly who I am. So let me just do a little bit of an introduction so you guys know how this all unfolded for me, how I got to where I am. And, when I think it was this weekend, you needed somebody, to do the Wednesday webinar, and I jumped up and said, sure, I can do it, because you're right. I mean, Facebook changes all the time. You know, I can teach all the strategies like I teach in my course, but certain strategies, that's why it's so important to test, because certain strategies may work this month, but next month they may not work, but then the next month they might work, and it's like crazy. Like right now, I'm going to show you one of these strategies tonight. I'm literally pulling in almost what did I send you guys, like 300 or 400 likes? We'll go back and look in one day. And I'm like going, what has changed? I do know the Facebook algorithm has once again changed. They're going to be doing some different things with how people see your status updates in their news feed. So that might have something to do with it, but I have been racking my head against the wall trying to figure out what it is that's changed. You know, we have the coaching program that's like $49 a month, and I just did last Monday, you know, kind of an overview of what I'm doing now to figure out, look, here's my results, here's what I'm getting, let's dive in and try to figure it out. So you're absolutely right. I mean, it's always changing. It's definitely frustrating at times, but it's fun. You know, it's fun because you got to keep people on their toes, you know, and figure this stuff out. So a little bit about me. About 3.5 years ago, I got into this industry, and I was looking to, you know, make some money from home because I was working as a therapist for children with autism. You know, I had gone back to school, got a college degree in my 30s, double degree, landed a job helping children, what I was passionate about with autism, but, you know, it only paid like $10 an hour, sadly. You know, I'm doing an awesome job, an awesome thing for kids, you know, a horrible, horrible situation that parents have to go through, and, you know, I'm there helping these kids, and, you know, you don't get paid much. And so what I found, though, was that I didn't have any time for my own children. I didn't have any time for my fiance, who was Bill at that time. You know, I was coming home exhausted. I was coming home drained. I felt like I was just basically a non-existent fiance and not an effective parent, and that just tore me up. It broke my heart, you know, and because I'd always been a stay-at-home mom, but made this decision that I had to go back into the corporate world. So I ran across a friend who was, you know, losing some weight, and probably like a lot of you guys that are in network marketing, that's how you come across it. And she, you know, showed me some samples of some stuff. I took it, thought it was amazing. My wheels started turning, and I thought to myself, wow, I could totally sell this stuff. This could be my ticket out of the 9-to-5 job. You know, the job that was not paying after I bought my lunch, drove all the way over there, the toll road money, and was realizing I was netting about $1 or $2, you know, an hour. So I took off with it, you know, spent about 3 or 4 months just pounding the pavement. You didn't even know about online stuff, and, you know, started just bugging my friends, my family, the mailman, the waitress, the bartender, the UPS guy, anybody that came to my door, the window washer guy. I mean, I was that person. I mean, I put myself in that uncomfortable zone, you know, in that mode, and I hated it. I mean, I just hated it. My friends started deleting me on Facebook, blocking me on Facebook. They, you know, didn't want to hang out with us anymore because for fear that I was going to pitch them, because that's all I knew. I was trying to build a business. So that's when I discovered about 5 months later, after kind of jumping online 3 or 4 months later, I did network marketing the old school way, let's call it. It works, it's effective, don't get me wrong, it just wasn't for me. So hang on one second. Hey, Bill, the dog's bark. Okay. So I went online. I started seeing people make money online. I was like, wow, there's got to be another way. And nice, Bill. So I ended up finding My Lead System Pro, because at that time, man, I was about to quit. I was so frustrated with all the information out there. I was like information overload. I couldn't figure out how to stick a video on a capture page. I knew you needed a capture page. I knew you needed to attract people. I knew you had to figure out a marketing method. But I didn't know how to put those pieces together. So when I found My Lead System Pro, I was like, oh my gosh, everything's here under one sign-in. This is amazing. And so what I did is I jumped in and I literally took one capture page. It's that free presentation one you guys have. And you still have it. I still use it. I took that one page and I went and I jumped on Facebook and created my very first ad. Now, Facebook back then was cheap, okay? I mean, I was spending like $1 a day on my budget. That's equivalent to $5 or $10 now today. Facebook ads were just coming out back then. And seriously, I mean, I didn't have much money to get started with. So I started running ads and just started getting leads. And that's when things started to turn for me. The system started working for me. I started generating leads, and honestly, how I did it is I failed a lot, but when I started to have success, I shared it with people. I shared the value, and I didn't know what I was doing. Call me ignorance on fire back then. I probably still am like that a little bit now, but you know, I just shared what I was learning, and every single one of you are in a position to do that. Whatever marketing method you're choosing, you are in that same position to share the discoveries, to share your success stories. Share it with people, because that's how you create that following. That's how you start getting the eyeballs on you. That's when attraction marketing starts to work for you. And that's what I did, is I gave more than I actually, you know, tried to sell and stuff. And that's just where, you know, I mean, everything just started rolling from there and just building up and building up. And before I knew it, I was finally making about $10,000 a month, you know, and it just, my life changed from there, and it's just been growing ever since. And so I've stuck with Facebook since then. In fact, I'm giving up my blog. I mean, it's there, it's going to be there, but, you know, I added blogging a year later. But now that I've started uploading videos straight to my Facebook page, which I'm going to show you the value in doing that, I don't need my blog, you know. So I'm excited to show you all this tonight. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go through a few PowerPoint slides.
I didn't realize that. That's pretty. You don't have. That's cool, man. Talk about alleviating such a painful and time-consuming activity. I'm not saying throw your blog away, everyone, guys, but that's a unique. That's a unique thing to hear someone like a leader as Michelle to say, and that's pretty awesome. And it's just, you know, everyone's got their own take, and I think that's. I didn't even know that, Michelle. That's a. You don't hear too many leaders come out and say that, and that's killer if you're going to do it. I love it. I'm doing it. I mean, for me, I mean, I'm getting it redone and everything, but for me, it's more of, it's like more work. And why am I creating more work when Facebook is working? Yeah. You know, and the only reason why I had the blog was because I like to do videos. I don't like to write. If any of you have followed me or on my list, you know I misspell words right and left. I mean, I have dyslexia. I will admit it. I mean, I'm horrible at spelling. My grammar is horrible. I don't know how. I don't even know why Bill married me, because I know that drives him crazy. But, you know, he's here to correct me all the time. Love him for that. But, yeah, I mean, it's one of those things that, you know, I knew that I had to be able to reach other people that maybe weren't on Facebook. So I would take those videos and put them on the blog. Then I would send them to my list and tell them, come look at this. They'd go to my blog. There's offers on my blog. I would generate leads that way. It wasn't my main marketing method, though. But I find that it's just, if I'm creating content every day, I'm going to make my fan page now that blog, because there's a great strategy I'm going to show you tonight where you can upload your videos, you know, straight to Facebook, and that's so powerful now. Not pasting your YouTube. It's actually uploading it, and I've just started it, and I'm getting phenomenal response now, and it's working really great. So let's dive in, and I'll go through, let's go through some PowerPoints. I'm going to flip kind of in and out of the actual, I'm going to push play here. You can see that okay, Brian? Yeah, you look good. I'm going to mute up, and I'm here. Okay. I'm listening, so
okay. First off, I do want to thank all of you guys and gals. I know of a lot of faces I see, I recognize, appreciate. I know there were a lot of webinars you could have chosen from tonight, and I appreciate you guys being here, because I always over-deliver, and that's what I want to do for you guys tonight. You know, there is, you know, don't get overwhelmed by this. What I want you to do is write down, or, you know, take notes, watch the recording. If you feel like you want to watch it first, then go watch the recording to take notes. By all means, do that. What I do want you to know is I'm only teaching, you know, I can't teach everything. That is in my Facebook course, but what I want to teach today is what I'm doing right now in our business, and take you along on that journey, so you can maybe to open up your eyes to really thinking more outside of the box too, or maybe if you are doing some Facebook marketing, you can incorporate a couple of these strategies. And I like to always keep it really simple. And like I said, not all the strategies that I teach in the course are necessarily going to work for you or for me. Every page is different. I should have kept myself on camera for this, but every page is different. Each person attracts different people. So depending on what you attract, who those people are. Certain strategies might work for me that don't work for you, or might work for you that don't work for Joe or Jim or Bert or Patricia, okay? So just remember that this is all about testing, and that's what I love about Facebook. People get so upset and freaked out about Facebook and their changes. I love it. It's fresh, it's new, it gives us entrepreneurs and us business owners, you know, to really dive in and capitalize on these new strategies. It's cutting edge, and if you're somebody that stays on top of it, like I really try to do in our coaching program that we have, I really try to keep people up to date on what's working right now, because Facebook really is catering to the business owners. And the very first thing I want to say to you is, if you're using your personal page for your marketing of your business, get off of it now. You are annoying your friends. I'm telling you that right now. Don't use your personal page as business. It's not a place to do business. Facebook even tells you do not conduct business. Now, you go to my personal page right now, you're going to see a lot of people tagged me, and I've got the MLSP webinar all over my page. You can't help that, okay? I have actually set it to where I can approve my tags. But, you know, I'm just telling you, treat your business like a business and get yourself a fan page. This is a business you're building. Build it on a business page, okay? Take it seriously. You don't see Apple over there hanging out on their personal page, or Red Bull or Nike. You know, get yourself a business page if you're going to really build a business, all right? You'll thank me in the long run. So tonight we're going to go over these Facebook marketing tips, tricks, and strategies. So let's talk about some things that you need to know. The very first thing, for those of you that are just starting out and you listened to me and you said, okay, Michelle, I better get a fan page. I get what you're saying. I don't want to be a pain in the rear to my friends and my family. And trust me on that. I mean, if I post something on my page about our network marketing company, our family will come to us and tell us to quit pitching them. I'm not kidding you. So you don't want that. It's just negative, and you don't need that. So focus on getting fans first. And I'm going to show you a couple of strategies that I have implemented right now that's basically what I tell all our coaching clients to do first. Because that should be your first goal, is to get fans to your page, okay? The next thing should be to engage those fans, because you want to build trust with those fans. Is you coming on Facebook and pitching your products, your opportunities, your affiliate products, let me tell you what's going to happen. I don't actually even run ads on the side, where you see ads on the side of your fan page. I actually don't do that to promote products, because they don't convert. You're much better off doing it in some of the ways I'm going to show you tonight, okay? But people are on Facebook to engage, to socialize. I know it's hard to see through our glasses because we're surrounded by a bunch of entrepreneurs, and all we keep seeing is people pitching their products and opportunities, and you feel like you got to compete, you got to jump on the bandwagon. But I promise you, it's the wrong way to do it. I'm asking you not to do it starting tonight, okay? I'm going to show you a better way to do that. All right, and if you're pitching a product or something on the sidebars in an ad, here's what happens. If I see it and you've caught my attention and I click on it and I don't know who you are, I'm not going to buy from you. I'm going to go and I'm going to Google it, and then I'm going to do some research, and through the course of doing that research and falling down a rabbit hole and doing more research, I'm going to forget whoever even exposed me to that product on Facebook, and I'm going to end up getting on the phone with somebody or buying from somebody that I look like I can trust, or who has emailed me back, and voila, that person just made a sale off of your ad that you just spent your money on by me clicking it. So know that that's what is happening, okay? So you've got to engage. When you get those fans on your page, you've got to go over the top and deliver value to them and create a community. You guys all know how to do that. Create a community, create a fun environment for people, create a reason for them want to be there, because you've got something of value to offer them. All right, then we're going to convert those fans into subscribers. So how do I make my sales? How do I top the affiliate leaderboards? How do we recruit people into our network marketing business? You know what? Those fans I convert to subscribers into my AWeber or GVO list. That's where they go. That's where my offers happen. It's not necessarily on my fan page. It does sometimes, all right? I do about 10% offers, 90% value on my fan page, all right? Let me repeat that. 90% value, 10% offers, okay? But where the money is made, when you create a fan page, you engage your fans, you build trust, it's in your list. If you don't have an avenue on your fan page and those application tabs to get subscribers, you are missing the boat. You're leaving money on the table for somebody else to come in and swoop it up and take it from you. You've got to have a way to convert your fans into subscribers and build your list. I promise you the money is in your list. All right, just what I just said, sell to your list, all right? That's what you're going to be doing. You sell to your list. You still pump value. I mean, if you guys are on my list, you know. I mean, I email almost every day. I got that from Dagan Smith. I wasn't afraid. When he said he emails 2 times a day, I said, all right, I'm going for it. I did it, and in the long run, sure, I got some unsubscribes in the beginning. I still get them, but the subscribers I was adding outweighed the people unsubscribing for the day, and my list continues to grow, so it's okay, all right? So that's where you've got to be able to make sure that when you build that list that you do deliver value every single day, and then that's where your offers can come in. So let's talk about getting fans. So there are free strategies, and I would love to be able to go through all those free strategies tonight. I know there are some trainings in the back office that talk about some of them, and then there's also my course back there that does it. For those of you that have the course, go back and look at those free strategies. But tonight, I want to get your fans fast, okay? Free strategies always take longer. I always say the quickest way is usually through paid. You know, I truly believe in that paid way is the fastest. Now, you can, you know, figure out, you know, if you're going to tell me, Michelle, I don't have any money to spend, well, I'm going to tell you go sell some stuff. I'm going to tell you go grab some old books, go to half-price books. I'm going to tell you go sell some stuff on Craigslist that you don't need that's lying around. I'm going to tell you to go have a garage sale. I'm going to tell you to quit going to Starbucks and spending $5 on coffee each day. I'm going to tell you to cut your cable bill. There are ways to come up with money. So let's talk about those paid strategies. So the 2 best ads that I'm running right now, and this is just an image of it because I'm going to flip out of here and we're going to go to my fan page. But this is my favorite ad right now to getting fans. Okay, now I want you to, oh, this is Bill's page. I was going to say I want to compare something here. So let me go out of here and flip over here. And we're going to go to Bill's page. For some reason you can't see this. You can come on, or Bill, let me from the other room if you can't see this. All right. I just took a sip of my water and spilt it all in my lap, so bear with me. Okay, here we go. So if you're on your fan page, like I am right now, this is Bill's fan page actually. So if you're on your fan page, you should see, now I will say this as a warning, not everyone sees this. Sometimes this box goes away, sometimes this box pops up. You can't make it happen as far as I know. So just keep checking this area for this ad. But this is the best way to get more likes, all right? It's so simple. All you got to do is click this little button that says promote the page. All right? And then watch what happens. Nothing. Isn't that awesome? Okay. So what you want to do here is this is the type of ad that you can always hover over the question mark. It says this is an example ad of what your ad will look like on Facebook. It may look different depending on where it shows. This is going to populate an ad that's going to show up in the news feed of desktops, mobile devices, and I want to say something about that. Most of my likes, if we go to my insights, are coming from mobile devices. All right, that's amazing to me. So I always make sure that I'm advertising that Facebook, when I create ads, that I'm touching in on that mobile device, and I'll show you that a little later on in the webinar. But here, very simple. Where do you do business? Okay, so we do business like in Canada. So obviously, we want to attract people to Bill's page that are in Canada. We do business down in Mexico. We do business down in Ecuador. We do business down in Peru. So he might want to put those countries in here. Now, I will say this. The only hesitation that I want to tell you about doing this, if you are in other countries where they don't speak the English language, you can't specify in this ad the English language. So you may not want to attract people in this area if you're like in other countries like this that don't speak the English language. We can do this in other ads, but I'm actually going to take this out. So I know we can do some business in, you know, the UK. We're going to put Australia. I'm going to put just some of the main countries there. And for those of you that are watching that are in other countries, I don't mean to hurt your feelings if I don't put it here. All right. So once you add those countries in, come over here and set your daily budget. How much are you willing to spend? All right, so on Bill's page, this is going to be different on everyone's page. So on Bill, if he spends $10 a day, he can get an estimated of 8 to 33 likes per day. And if he goes up and spends $20, guess what? He can get 16 to 65 likes per day. So find out what you want, okay? And then you'll have to add in, obviously, your billing information, and you're seriously just going to click this little button, and you're going to walk away, and you're going to start getting likes, all right? Simple as that. Now, you might be saying, okay, Michelle, where are these likes coming from? All right, Facebook uses an algorithm. I love that word, and you're going to hear me say that a lot. They use an algorithm. They take what fans Bill has right now, and they start branching out from there. I keep thinking you guys can see me and I'm using my hands here, but they start branching out from his friends to his friends. They have ways of knowing connections by similar things on each other's pages, you know, on Bill's page compared to other pages. There are, if a fan of Bill's may like this XYZ page and Bill likes it too, that's going to be shown to that person. It's a nifty little algorithm that they use. I love this one. And let me just go over here and show you real quick. Now, each person's going to be different, but I'm going to show you the potential of this, all right? I don't even know if I want to do the math on this because I don't have a calculator here. I spent $94 on this ad so far, and I've gotten 758 likes. Now, I used to spend $1 to get, I mean, my cost used to be $1 a like. I don't even know what that is now. I mean, is it like, I don't even know. I don't even try to do the math. But you guys can do the math real quick and tell me. $94 for 758 fans, that is insane, okay? So this ad works. That is one of my favorite ways. So I want everybody to make sure that you're implementing that because you're crazy if you don't, if you're struggling to get fans, okay? So let me show you. Let me go into this real quick, one more thing. I love the new Insights panel. I don't know if everybody has this or not. But you can see right here, I'm up 118% in likes. Okay, this is just from new likes for this week. You can see right here, this week. Here's where I was last week. Look at this. It's insane. It's crazy. This is because something has changed, and I wish I could tell you exactly what it is right now. But something has changed. Go do this ad right now. My reach, I mean, is up 264%. I mean, these numbers are insane. The people I am reaching through my posts, okay? All right, let me go back here, and let's push play, and we're going to have to go out again. So that's the first ad, all right, to get fans. Anybody I coach, you know, I sit down with them. I say, this is what you're doing first. The second one you're doing is this one right here. This is an ad, and I'm going to show you how to create this. This is an ad that I love to use, and let's go ahead and go into the ads, and I'm going to show you which one it is. Here it is, get more likes, and I'm going to walk you through kind of creating this. But this is simply just an ad that I've created with my name at the top. It's got my image. And I have said inspiring and teaching entrepreneurs social media strategies online. So now if somebody clicks on this and they go to my fan page, it is congruent, okay? You need to be congruent. If somebody reads and comes to my page through that ad, I should give them what they're expecting. And what they are expecting by clicking on that ad is a social media trainer, speaker, teaching home-based business owners how to successfully build their brands online using Facebook. They should be able to come through my page and see things, as you see right here, pertaining to social media. Stay congruent. Define your brand. What are you going to help people with? If you're in the health and wellness industry and your brand is going to be helping people live a healthy life, then you need to be giving tips on your page about living healthy, recipes, you know, educating people on the epidemic of obesity, diabetes, whatever, workout routines. You're filming yourself doing certain workout routines, you know, whatever. You're teaching people things, all right? Just make sure that it is congruent. Don't trick people, okay? I hate when I see that. It does you no good when people trick and say, oh, I love cats. And then boom, they come over to your page and you aren't teaching anything on cats, all right? It's a sneaky way to get a ton of fans, but it does you no good in the long run. The bottom line is you will have a bunch of fans who could care less about anything that you're teaching on that page because they came to you for cats. And then what happens is nobody is interacting on your page because you're not teaching anything of value, all right? So let me show you how to create this ad. As we can see right now, we can look, I mean, just because of this ad, I mean, on top of the other one that I've got that added 700 or 900 likes, this one's adding about 25 likes a day, 32. I just started it here, 21. So we're about 20 to 25 likes because of this ad. And we can look at that. So here's what we're going to do. You're going to come in to the campaigns and ads in your back of your office, and you're going to click this green button that says create an ad for a campaign. And the first thing that you're going to do is come down here and choose your fan page. So I've chosen my fan page because this is where I want to drive my traffic to. I want to click on get more likes, and then here's where we're going to write that copy. All right, so what you want to do is come in here and you can change your headline if you want, okay? So feel free to do that. It's completely up to you. You can say, you know, so
Hey, Michelle?
yeah.
Okay, forget it. I think you were muted up or something, or maybe it was just me. I just wanted to double check. Okay, I'll shut up. Keep going.
Okay, well, I hope Bill will come in here and tell me if something's wrong.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
That's an awesome ad, guys. I hope you all see what she did. 264% increase in reach in 7 days, and she showed you the ad. I hope people. We'll talk later. Okay, I'm out.
All right, so inspiring entrepreneurs, I might want to say, because what am I trying to attract? I'm trying to attract entrepreneurs, okay? So you've got to ask yourself, who are you trying to attract? So maybe do something like that, or ask a question. Are you an entrepreneur? Are you a network marketer? Are you an MLM? Well, you can't really say MLM. Facebook's kind of picky about that. You just think about your headline that's going to catch people's eye. And then you can put some text in here. Just keep it short and sweet. You know, what is it you do? If you're in health and wellness, you know, healthy and I mean, something, you know, along those lines. Maybe if I had up here, you know, get, right? Yeah, it might be something. Or, you know, for me, you know, a lot of you here are probably taking the road of being somebody who helps struggling network marketers build their businesses online. So you could say, you know, help. And then if I were, you know, doing that, helping. You know, I'm probably muting because I'm typing maybe. Helping home-based business owners build their, you know, businesses online. You know, say something like that. Is that what's happening, Brian? I'm typing and it's muting me?
Yeah, you don't have a headset in, so it's picking up your, every time you type.
That's because I'm recording it, and if I had my headset on, I wouldn't get all of what y'all are saying.
Gotcha, that's why it's in and out. Okay, now you know.
I won't type. I won't have to type, hopefully. Okay, I'll just show. How's that? All right, I leave this on the landing view. I don't send these to these application tabs here. I'm trying to get fans. I don't want to put them right into an offer immediately. That's the thing. You want to get them over to your page, let them get to know you, let them feel warm and fuzzy about you, and then you can always drive them to your offers later. And you have the option right here to upload your own image if you want. Now, I recommend you remove this right here. I used to teach you keep that up. I gave the reason why. You guys can test this for yourself. For me, I've done the testing. This does not, it just doesn't convert well. All this is a news story. It's Facebook, showing this, showing this little ad, as you can see right here. All it's doing is showing that to all of Jane Smith's friends because she's liked my page. It really does not work that well. It does not convert. So I say remove it. Don't waste your money, all right? Same thing here. Choose your location. Where can you do business? Just add those in here, all right? It's really that simple. Age range. Get it off of 13. Most of you probably don't need to be doing business with 13-year-olds. I like to go about 20 and up. Sometimes I might just pick anywhere from 20 to 25, go up. But determine. If you're focusing on targeting baby boomers, then add the right age range. Determine what you want to target. Who do you want your fans to be? If it's baby boomers, then attract those baby boomers. Don't feel like you got to go all out and get everybody. For me, it's all age ranges. So you've got to ask yourself these questions as you go through this. Put yourself in the person's shoes that's viewing this, okay? Again, you can choose your gender. I don't go into these broad categories either. I don't like to use them. They don't work that well. They're too broad, all right? And let me give you an example. I had somebody that's, he might be on here. He's selling a device that charges phones or something. And when he came in here and would type something to do with cell phones, I'm going to type it and then not talk, okay? All right, so when he typed in tablet computer, because he figured everybody would need this charger who owns a tablet computer, his audience was 5 million. Okay, you have to ask yourself, does really everybody that owns a tablet computer going to need this? Be smart about this. It's a lot of times I'll see people out there promoting their network marketing company. They'll go and target realtors. You're assuming that all realtors actually want to join your network marketing company. Why not go after people that are already in the industry that are looking for a change? It's much better than trying to create an ad, target realtors, target entrepreneurs, and assume that they're going to. You've got to still work. You've got to still open their eyes up to the whole model of network marketing. So don't do that. Just go in here and again, at this point, what we're doing is we're just trying to get fans. All right. So what I want you to ask yourself are, where are your competitors? Where do your fans gravitate towards right now, all right? So if you're promoting, like for me, I'm looking for people that are interested in learning about social media. So who are other Facebook marketers out there that I know? That's who I want to put here, okay, in that. Because if they like XYZ Facebook marketer, it's likely they're going to find value in what I have to offer. For those of you that are looking just to help entrepreneurs build their businesses online using MLSP, where are you going to go? Where do other internet marketers lie, and what else do they like? I always say they might like, Mike Dillard, or they might like, some other big speakers out there. Think in terms of that. Where do your fans already lie, and what do they already like? These are not all fan pages, by the way. These are interests. Okay, so if you go in here and you're like, I can't find,
You do it. You're awesome. Can you take your screen, your browser, and squeeze it to where there is no more outside, because everyone wants to see deeper to zoom in, so it'll zoom in for them.
Like that? Is that what you mean?
Oh, you're showing your entire desktop, that's what. Okay, can you go to screen share, get off this, and go to your browser? Sorry to interrupt that. You're on a roll. You're on your
Okay, go to my browser.
Yeah, go to screen share and then click on the browser. Like, it'll show you which ones you want to
Oh my God, I have a ton of things open. But then I can't flip through screens.
Well, you can flip back and then go back to go to desktop, and then when you want to show your browser, it's just a better, a much tighter screen for everyone to see.
Okay, I don't see that ad on here though that I'm doing on this option.
There should be an opening for each individual browser you have open.
I don't see it. I just see Google plus Hangouts, Contact American Airlines, Desktop, my PowerPoint.
Weird. So there's not an option for you to actually click on the browser to share that one instead.
I have this, but I think it's just I don't know.
That's not gonna.
Oh wait, I've got the Wheel of Death going. Yeah, that didn't do it. You're going to make me crash this thing. I'll just, do you want me to just make my screen bigger?
Yeah, if you could do that, that'd be the other way to do it.
I mean, it's seriously not showing.
That's really strange. I mean, it's still up there, right?
No, I mean, I have a bunch of tabs on the Chrome thing here, up here at the top.
You know what, Michelle? Can you? Okay, keep that, and then you just hit Command and then. Are you on a Mac?
Yeah, I'm zooming in right now.
Oh, awesome.
Is it bigger now?
Yep. Do that one more time, please, and then you're.
One more. Oh my gosh, it's gonna explode. All right. Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So now, where was I? Now, so precise interest. You got to think about where would your ideal prospect be? You know, for me, again, you know, I would probably go and target some other Facebook marketers. You know, you guys, you got to think of people in our industry, speakers, successful leaders. You know, go find those people and put those in here. Okay. Now, this type of ad, you can combine. Like, if you've ever been through my course, you know I teach about optimization and finding the gold mine by only putting one precise interest in here, seeing if you get a good click-through rate. If you get a good click-through rate, then you set that name aside and you go and create another ad. And you target Mike Dillard, say. And if that gives you a good click-through rate, then you can use Mike Dillard and that other person you targeted together in one ad, okay? But in this particular situation, you don't have to worry about that. You can just come in here and just put, you know, get your number of audience over here up to 500,000 or to, you know, I wouldn't go over 1 million, but 500,000 to 1 million, okay? This is definitely very new because this is a new type of strategy here. So put that precise interest there. I'll just throw one in here real quick. I'll put my... All right, so it'll look like that. We're going to leave everything else alone. We're going to make sure that we've got only people not connected to my page because that doesn't make sense to target people already connected. We're looking for new fans. And then what you want to do is come down here to the pricing, the campaign budget, all right? You'll have the option right here to actually create a new campaign or, you know, you'll be able to rename it. I don't want to click on it right now, but you'll see that if you're doing this. Decide what budget you want, okay? How much do you want to pay a day? So if you want to pay $5 a day, you want to pay $10 a day, you want to do $20 a day, put that in there. What happens is as this ad runs and Facebook ends up, you know, spending your $10 for the day, they're not going to run your ad anymore for that day till the next day. Now you got to make sure you click on switch to advanced pricing. This is not the time to use optimize for impressions. What that means for you, for those of you that are new, it means that you pay Facebook. I'm going to click on it. You are telling Facebook, I'm willing to pay, if you look at that number down there, 19 cents for you to show my ad 1,000 times till you reach my $10 a day budget. You don't want to ever use cost per impressions until you know that the ad is getting you results, okay? So you start out cost per clicks, all right, which is right here. So what you're telling Facebook now is don't charge me unless somebody clicks on my ad. Now, if you run this ad and you get a really good click-through rate, okay, anything above, you know, 0.2, 0.3 is going to be a really good click-through rate. Then you could switch over to optimize for impressions because you know you're getting clicks and that's a good audience for you. But I always say when you're starting out, start with optimize for clicks. Don't let Facebook automatically optimize your budget to get more clicks. They don't know how to run your business. You do. So click manually bid for clicks. And then you'll get a suggested bid range here. Okay, so just come in here and I usually like to go just right above. I like to go right above it, so I'll say 50 cents here, all right? I used to say do it $1 to get it going. That's when Facebook was really competitive. It's not as competitive anymore. It might be after this webinar, but I say go in, you know, 50 cents. And then you come in and you place the order, all right? That is the second type of ad. I'm not going to talk, but I'm going to go back here. Hang on real quick. All right, so this is the ad that I created that's going to show up to all the people who like these people and in these countries, and Right now, my cost per like just with this ad is a little more expensive. It's costing me 44 cents a like. That's okay. It's not too bad. Now, this isn't something I would flip to cost per impression yet, because I'm still doing some testing on this. What this is telling me, since my click-through rate isn't that great, it's getting the job done. It's getting me likes, no doubt. But if I could get this click-through rate up even higher, I would pay less cost per click. Facebook will reward you for that. So what this is telling me is I threw in a bunch of names in here, and there's probably some fans that like one of these things in here that aren't really clicking on my ad because I didn't do that optimization process I just told you about in this one. I wanted to show you the example here, and I really should have done that. I really should have determined, does T. Harv Eker really get me a lot of clicks? If he does, then I'll combine him with get 10,000 fans because I know that gets me a lot of clicks. Then I can start adding in more. So I hope that makes sense. And if I start getting a really high click-through rate, then I can flip that to cost per impressions. All right. So let me go back to here. All right, so does everybody get that? Those are the two ads you should be running. I can't believe it's already taken that long to do those two. I didn't time this well. So those are the two ads you've got to be running if you want to take the first step in getting fans to your page, okay? Now, you're getting fans. You're excited about it. Now, how do you keep them? How do you not lose them? How do you engage? I'm going to give you some ideas here on how to engage your fans, because if you don't create engaging content on your fan page, what happens is Facebook stops showing your status updates to all of your fans because of a word called EdgeRank. All right, it's an algorithm that Facebook uses to determine whether your actual status updates are going to be shown to your fans. So they have all these different weights that they take into consideration, and they just changed it to the EdgeRank formula. So you've got to make sure that your page is always engaging, all right? So some of the things that I want to show you how to do, obviously there are always free strategies, but if you really want to get this rolling and get moving faster in your business, I want to recommend that you do some of these page strategies that I'm going to show you here. So it all starts with you delivering amazing content. All right, and I'm going to give you some examples here, but you need to spend 30 minutes a day. I get up every morning, sometimes I do this in the evening, and I map out an entire day's worth of content. Now, I used to not teach this because I was fearful that if I told everybody to schedule out their posts throughout the day, they would be an inactive page owner, meaning they were going to throw out content but not come back and actually engage with the people who are actually responding, commenting, or sharing that content you're putting on your page. Then I said, you know what? Oh well. I mean, if people aren't going to listen to me and take my warning, I can't do anything else about it. But I know this strategy works, so I've got to share it, but I have to give you the warning that you must get in there and engage. If you stop engaging, your fans are going to go away, they're not going to see your posts anymore, and you're going to experience death of your fan page. Okay, so spend 30 minutes a day. I do this every morning or every night, and I schedule out my posts, all right? There's a feature on your fan page where you can click the little timer button in your status update, and you can schedule your posts. I seriously recommend you going about every hour or every 2 hours, a status update. Here's why. If John comes on at Facebook at 8 a.m. in the morning, and you post something at 8 a.m., he's going to probably see it. Then what if Nancy comes on at 10 a.m., Chris comes on at 12 a.m., Brian comes on at 1, and you haven't posted anything? They're not going to see any of your status updates, and they're probably not going to see the one you posted at 8 a.m. So you're trying to catch your fans as they come on throughout the day with some sort of content, something of value. That's why I recommend that. I've been doing a lot of testing for the past 3 weeks on this, and this has been increasing my talking about. It has not dipped down. It's going higher and higher. When I started this 2 weeks ago, my talking about was at 1,900. I've already reached about 3,000 now, and my reach, we'll go back to that in a minute, but you saw that was up 164%, I think is what it said, so it's working, all right? So use Hootsuite or go do the scheduled post on your fan page. Now, the next question I get is, oh my gosh, Michelle, how do you come up with content? It's really easy, okay? So here's the types of posts first that I want to share with you. Links. Links to articles. links to your blog. I don't want, you can do links to your YouTube video, but I'm going to show you a different way. Articles. You read a really cool article. You summarize it in your own mind, figure out the value you got out of it, come over to your fan page, regurgitate it, spit it out, tell everybody what you just learned. Hey, I just learned this really cool thing that Facebook just changed the algorithm, blah, 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 blah. Post it on your page. Simple as that, okay? Or you could post the link to the article, but I don't like to drive people out of Facebook. Images. You've got to use images. You have to use images in your posts. Why? Because it takes up more real estate in the newsfeed of your fans. Anytime you have the opportunity, if you post a link, don't use that default link, because I'm going to show you a strategy in a minute about getting your reach out, and Facebook will most likely deny a lot of your ads if you use your links and use the default image. Because even though the 20% text rule went away, which means in the past your cover photo and your images that you were running ads to, even your profile image, if anything on your page, the profile image, the cover photo, or the image in your status update, and you tried to run an ad, if there was text in it that took up more than 20%, your ads were going to get denied. Well, they got rid of it for the cover photo. Now you can put text in your cover photo. But they haven't gotten rid of it in your status updates. I bet it will go away, but right now your ads will get disapproved if you're using images that have text in it that takes up more than 20%. All right, so that's why I always suggest with any status update, put a visual with it, okay? Put an image with it. You don't have to do it all the time, but do think about adding some images throughout these status updates. Videos, go create some videos. We do it all the time, all right? Another type of post. Questions, you can always ask questions. Create that engaging content. I might talk about, I had something happen to me today where I realized that, and I'll never do it again, that I argued with an idiot. He brought me down to his level and he slapped me with his experience. All right, I shared that today on my page with an awesome image that I found in Google that had that exact saying that I just said, and then I asked the question, has that ever happened to you? That's the kind of things you need to be doing with questions. Quotes, I'm going to show you a way also. Quotes, my gosh, go to Google, just Google, entrepreneurial quotes, and you'll see a ton come up. Give credit where credit's due. But don't do all quotes on your page, because I hate that. I hate when all I see a fan page do is just quotes. Actually share your feelings about the quote. Wow, this is really powerful. When I find a quote that really moves me, I share that and I talk about how it moved me. I go the extra mile than just pasting it. Wow, this really moved me. I can really relate to this because when I was a child, XYZ. Talk about that. You're having conversations with people in your status updates. Trivia is always fun. Anytime, you'll probably get a kick out of this. Anytime I don't know something, Bill and I will be sitting here and I'll go, let me go ask Facebook. And I'll go ask a question and I'll get the answer. It's faster than Google. So think about it. You can always ask trivia. These are just giving you some ideas to mix up your posts throughout the day. So I want to share with you where I can find content. Again, Google. Just go up there and just Google, I usually use that for images. Like if I want to find something funny, but that's my personality. Don't do something that's not comfortable for you, but I'm very quirky and I'm silly sometimes. So I might find a funny image of a dog or a cat or something that makes me laugh, and I'll share that. Okay, but if that's not your type of personality, don't do that. But I'll do that. I will go through and type in, inspirational quotes, and I'll click on the images button in Google, and I'll see all these inspirational images with words on it. But again, the strategy I'm about to show you, be sure you don't, violate that 20% text rule. Books. You probably have tons of, self-development books. Go pull one off your bookshelf, read a chapter. Find something of value in there, run to Facebook, share what you learned. It's simple as this. I was just reading a book on, by T. Harv Eker. Did you know XYZ? How cool is that? I was just reading a book on the 4-hour work week. Did you know they say that you shouldn't check your emails but once a day? You'll save a lot of time. Do you do that? Share this with people, okay? Just some ideas. Articles, same thing. Subscribe to some people that are within your niche. I think I say that in the last one here. But if you're reading articles, be aware of what's going on with you throughout the day. You're having conversations with people. So, I mean, just be aware and come, spit it out on your fan page, all right? If it's going to help somebody, spit it out. Pinterest is a great one, too. You can go over there and you can search in their search box. You could go in there and just search, entrepreneurs or inspiring quotes or, health and wellness or travel or, whatever you want to put on your page. You can always find some fun stuff over there, and always give credit if credit needs to be given on something like that. StumbleUpon. You can go over to StumbleUpon and pick your categories and start stumbling. I was doing that today, and I saw a guy that posted like 10 ways to lose body fat. I mean, all you have to do is say, hey, I found this over here on StumbleUpon. I thought it was really cool. Mike blah, 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 blah wrote this, and share it. You'd be surprised. Recipes, if you're in the health and wellness, do things like that. Patricia told me that. If you guys don't know Member of the Month, Patricia, shout out to her. But she did that. She shared a recipe, and it was insane. I can't even remember. It was like over to 600,000 shares or something. It was insane. I was like, go do that on your fan page. So do things like that, all right? Subscribe to pages within your niche. It's so important to do that. I subscribe to other Facebook marketers. Whether I get value from them or I don't get value from them, I subscribe. Sometimes they get the news on something before I get the news. Always subscribe to people within your niche. Pay attention to what they're doing. Go find the people that maybe are a little bit higher than where you are, okay? Subscribe to that. You'll get a lot of ideas on what they're doing. You'll learn how they're doing things, all right? So think about doing that. There's a couple of blogs I subscribe to that are just totally related to Facebook marketing, social media marketing, same thing. I'm on people's email lists that are, that teach social media, all right? So think about doing those things, and you'll be able to come up with content. So what you're looking to do is you're looking to educate people on your fan page, you're looking to be entertaining for them, and you're looking to empower them. Remember that. Educating, entertaining, or empowering, or all three. That's what you want to be focusing on when you're delivering content on your page, all right? So let's talk about content with images. I want to give you some things that I do that, I think that will really help you guys, stand outside of the, the crowd, be different. And it's really simple. You can go to a website called PicMonkey. It's free to use. You can actually upload an image. So maybe you find a background image that you really like, a beautiful scene, and you can add your own text onto that image. And you can save it to your hard drive, upload it to Facebook. So let's say you do find an image on Google that has a quote on it, but the text takes up too much space on that image. Just write the quote down, go over to PicMonkey, find you a background, and then type that quote on there, giving credit to who it's from, and then you've created your own image that you can use. Pinterest is a great place to find content with images. Design your own. Here's how we do it, okay? Simple as this. We have an iPhone. Everybody probably has an iPhone or a smartphone. I'm constantly, we do a lot of health and wellness type stuff now. So I take people on a journey throughout my weight loss that I accomplished. I take them on a journey of me running all the time. So I take pictures of this, and people have kind of grown to expect to see me and running in 102-degree weather, 2.5 miles, okay? So I take pictures with my iPhone. Then what I do is I've downloaded a program called InstaFrame. It's like Instagram, but it's called InstaFrame. And you can take a collection of images and place them in like fours. Like say you take 4 images, like I'll go and take a picture of the track, I'll take a picture of my time that I ran, I'll take a picture of my intervals because I do the walk-run routine. So I'll take a picture of the intervals, and I'll take a picture of me sweaty and dead on the ground. And so I take those 4 images, and you can create a little cool frame with those 4 pictures or 5 pictures or 6. It's really cool. So you create that in InstaFrame. Then I save it to my phone, and I upload it to something called InstaQuote. All right? Now you can put little quotes. You crushed it today, or put your company's name, whatever. I can put little quotes on that image. It's really creative, okay? Another great photo editing app is called Rana Designs, and none of these people are paying me for this, so if they're watching this webinar, maybe they'll give me some kind of kickback or something, because I'm going to blow up her app tonight. I love this one. I wish I had an image to show you right now, but they've got actual, a friend of mine told me about this one, and it's really cool. I mean, you can go in and, you know, put all kinds of inspiring text. There's already templates and everything. It's so much fun. You just got to go download it, but not yet. Just write it down, okay? But I love it. And then I uploaded an Instagram because I do Instagram. You got to do Instagram too if you're going to do social media. And then I just upload it to Facebook because Instagram will share it to Facebook, but then you got to go share it over on your fan page. This is just kind of an idea for you guys to get more creative with your photos. I love it. It's so much fun. And then if you want to get some royalty-free images, I like to go to this place here. It's called freedigitalphotos.net, and all it simply is a collection of really cool photos. I use them on our blog because I don't want to swipe somebody. I've done that before where I've taken somebody's image and I didn't know it was copywritten and I got a nasty letter. So I don't want that to happen to you guys. So I go and you can click download the free version of the image, and all you got to do is watch a stupid little 20-minute video on Crest toothpaste or Mr. Clean, and you type in a CAPTCHA about 2 times more clean than ever or something, and you check a box saying you agree to some sort of terms, and voila, you download the image. And now you got a cool image. You know, I do that all the time. If you guys follow me on my fan page, you'll see that. I like to put really crazy, funny images to catch people's eye, like, you know, cats or dogs, or, you know, a funny person shocked, you know, at something that's going on. So that's I really like to use this one. And then those of you out there might know some better ones than this, but that's what I use, okay? I can't say that it's the best out there, but that's, you know, I'm just trying to give you guys some ideas. All right, so now you understand some ideas on content and how to engage your fans. Now, one of the biggest ones that I love doing right now that's really paying off is not just posting, if you're doing any kind of videos, not just posting that video to your Facebook page. I still upload it to YouTube, but I actually take that file and I upload it straight to Facebook, okay? So let me show you an example of that. I'm not going to talk because I don't want it to... I told you not to turn that on. All right. I'm going to have to turn Bill's chat off. All right. Let me go find. Okay, here's where I did it. Oops. Okay, so I came in here and I uploaded this video. What's cool about this is if somebody were to try to search for, like with the new graph search, if somebody came in here and wanted to search for a video on social media, this might come up because I've got the keyword social media. But basically, you know, I did a video on how to sell your product the right way on Facebook. I couldn't say Facebook because I'm running an ad to this, and if I say Facebook, Facebook will not approve the ad, so I have to say social media. I would love to be able to say Facebook, but that's really what this video is about. And look at this. I mean, I did this today at, I think it was about 2 o'clock, and I've gotten, you know, so far 14 shares. You know, we've gotten 63 likes, and it looks like quite a few comments so far. Let me go down here and just show you this other one, though. Okay, this one was on dreams. Are you a dream squasher or a dreamer? Gotten 46 shares, 135 likes, and 54 comments, okay? And look how much I reached here. I reached 33,000 people, okay? I'm going to show you the ad that I run on this. I reached 33,000 people, and my paid reach, because I paid for this, was 27,000 people. Had I have not actually sent this video out, it would have only gone to about 5,900 people, which is not that great when you've got 21,400 fans, all right? I want all 21,000 people to see this. I want this thing to get out there and start reaching. Let's see, this one's not showing anything yet. Let's click on it. Hey there, Michelle. All right. It's hard for me to see because I've got this thing too big right now. I'm going to have to make zoom out. Okay. Yeah, it's not showing it on here right now. All right, let me make this smaller, and I'll show you what you got to do. All right, I love it when things freeze up on me. Okay, all you're simply going to do is I'm over here on my status update, and I'm going to click this photo video button. All right, I'm going to choose the file. I've done my video, I saved it to my desktop, and I'm going to come in here. Never argue with an idiot. I just did this before this webinar. And I'm going to put it right here. I used my keyword. Argue with an idiot is actually my keyword. So never argue. All right, I can add more to it later, but I just want to show you. I'm putting a title here. Now, this is a good opportunity. So say you're doing a video right now on the value of My Lead System Pro. You're going to want to add your link into this, okay? So you would come down, I would hit the return button a couple of times and add your link, all right? So make sure that, you know, now I don't necessarily have a link in mind, because at this point, you know, the purpose of some of these videos is exposure, getting people to contact me, you know, getting people to grow to like me, want to engage with me, want to work and trust me, you know, find out more about what I'm doing. But don't be afraid if you want to add, you know, a link. I've done that before. If I'm selling an affiliate product, I will make a video on it. I will show my back office of the product. I will show how I'm using it in my own business. And then I'll say, here's my results. If you're looking to get these kind of results, here's why you should use it. Here's what you should expect. Click here to get access today. Notice how I didn't just throw an affiliate link up there. All right, I actually took time to make a video. I told them what's in it for them. I shared that I'm really using this product. I shared the results I was getting. I shared why I was using it. I shared how it could help them in their business. Then I told them why they should get it, how, you know, they'll be able to improve upon XYZ. All right. Take some time to do that for people. You'll be happier in the long run. Am I messed up? Is it good? Okay. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and click post. And this is going to take a little bit. So I'm not going to wait for this one, but when that uploads, you're going to end up seeing it like this, and all you have to do is click on this and click on edit, okay, which is right here. Now, here's what's cool.
Hey there, Michelle.
All right. So you can click on edit, and here's where you want to put your title, preferably with some keywords there. You can put a little description here. I tagged myself. You can click done editing. And then you're going to want to come down here to options, and you're going to click this edit video. This is really strange that it doesn't show up there, but you're going to click this edit video. And you can choose your thumbnail. So if you're like looking really funny on your screenshot, you know, like there's 10 different ones here. Hey, that's loud. Okay. If this, you know, if this is Bill's getting ice, and I'm worried it's gonna like make everything quiet. You don't need ice. Everybody breathe. We're gonna take a break for a second because Bill's got to get ice and it's loud. Okay. Oh my gosh. All right, so you can choose your thumbnail here, or the image that you want to show up, okay? So I don't remember, there's mine. So I chose that, and you can make sure all the editing stuff here is good, and you just click save, okay? So make sure, I mean, this is a really great way to get your fans engaged and to really get your page to go viral. That's what we're looking for, okay? Because every time, you know, all these people, these 64 people that liked my video, their friends are now seeing a story in their news feed that Gary Drum liked this video. And then, you know, Gary Drum's friends are going to go, oh, cool, what's that video on? And they're going to come over here and click on it too. You know, and then they're going to see it. And hopefully I get a fan from that. Anytime, you know, we got Patrick over here. If he comments on it, all his friends are going to see a news story about it. This is how you make things go viral. And these videos are an excellent way to go viral. The other big reason why you should be uploading videos is because of the graph search. All right, videos are going to get pulled up in here. On social, all right, it's going to pull up some video. My graph search not working 100% yet. Actually, I don't know if I can search myself, but you're going to be able to see stuff like that. Okay, so that's why it's important to use those keywords and upload your own videos, because it's not going to pick up the YouTube ones, all right? So what do you do next with this? Let's go back here. All we're simply going to do All right, we're still on engagement. I get going and I forget where we're at. All right, it hasn't uploaded yet, but all you're simply going to do is come down here and you're going to click this button down here, and it's called Promote the Post, or Boost the Post, I should say. It's now called Boost the Post. All right, so let me go to one I haven't done. So if I wanted to boost this post of Scout, which would be kind of silly, but you know, I could do it. I would click this Boost the Post, and I have an option here. And again, this price is going to be different for everybody because this is based on how many fans I have. Those of you that are just starting out could probably get away with boosting it for $5 or $15, okay? So you want to make sure that people who like your page see this and their friends. You can do this people you choose through targeting. You can do it by location, age, gender, language. I don't mess with that. I just do the audience. I want all my fans to see this. What you're telling Facebook right now is, hey, I'm paying you $75 to boost this video up to the top of the newsfeed of all my fans. Okay? So that's what you're doing by paying Facebook. And I recommend you doing this at least once a day on your posts that are offering some sort of, you know, really good value that's going to drive people to your page, and obviously every once in a while to things that have links, all right? So for me, if I want to pay $75, I can reach 16,000 to 29,000 people. If I want to spend 100, you know, I can reach 22,000 to 42,000. That's kind of where I'm at now to reach beyond my fans, all right? So if I'm hosting, you know, a paid webinar or something, you bet I'm going to boost that because I'm probably going to make that money back on that webinar. If I'm part of an affiliate product and I'm doing that video I just talked about on the reasons why I use it and why you should use it, and I share that on a video, I'm going to boost that. And I'm not going to create an ad and promote it over here because this right here works much better when you're promoting MLSP or you're promoting any kind of affiliate product. So I want to recommend that you do that, and this will increase your engagement, okay? Look, I mean, we're looking at this right now. You can see, you know, wait, nobody's sharing that, obviously, but if we go back up here, let me refresh this. See if that video came up yet. It may not because I went off the page. Yeah, I think I ditched the video. But you'll see, you know, when you look at my videos here, you know, I boosted this. I must have paid, I don't know what I paid, $75. All right? So I've got 14 shares. So now these people are sharing to all their friends and all their people. And you can go in your back office. Let's see if we can do that. Okay, I'm not going to talk because I'm going to be clicking, and it's going to mute up.
Doing great. Doing great. I'm talking because you're muted. Now I'm muted up.
That's cool. Yeah, you can talk. Man, okay. Let me see if this is it. Oh, see, I promoted this webinar tonight. It's, for some reason, it's pending. It's asking me for my billing info. I don't know what's going on with Facebook right now. I gave them my billing. I guess they don't think, you know, I guess they don't want my money anymore. Let's see, get more likes. Video post, here it is. Really good click-through rate. All right, as a result, I've gotten, okay, yesterday, I got 94 people that played this video. 112 clicks, all right? I've gotten 91 views today on that video. 105 clicks. You see what's going on here? And I'm paying about 9 cents a click when somebody clicks on my ad, all right? So I've gotten about 6 page likes out of it, which is, you know, that's not bad. I mean, at least I'm getting some likes. But 185 people in 2 days has viewed this video. You can't tell me that's not going to get you exposure. That's not going to get people attracted to you. You're going to get some haters, trust me. They're not going to like your style. I've been there. But you're going to get a lot more people that are going to like your style, like what you have to say, and they're going to interact, and they're going to start growing to like you. They're going to start coming back for more. This is engagement, and this is how that works, all right? So that's one of my favorite engagement strategies. The next one is the post-engagement ad, all right? So I run this. Remember when I told you earlier, let me close this. I can't talk. Hang on. Remember when I told you earlier to create content, status updates every hour? Well, this is one of the reasons why my engagement is going off the charts right now. On 8/7, I had 395 page engagements because of this strategy that I'm doing. All right, this isn't getting a whole lot of likes, but it's getting some. But remember, this strategy here is for engagement. All right, so here's what it looks like. Let me go in here and show you this ad real quick. We're going to create a campaign. So you are posting status updates, all right? You're going to choose your fan page. Now we're going to choose right here, promote your page post. And you're going to choose your most recent status update. And you're going to click this box. I have to click and then not talk. It's like chewing gum and walking at the same time. You're going to click that box right there because you want Facebook to keep your ad up to date automatically by promoting your most recent post, all right? So what you're doing here is you're creating not only an ad in the news feed, not only an ad in the mobile news feed for everybody to see, you're also creating an ad on the sidebar of your Facebook news feed, on your fans' news feed, or whoever you target. And some people go to groups and these ads will show up. Some people will be on other people's images and your ads will show up. You are creating ads everywhere unless we use the Power Editor and change that. All right? So you're going to have Facebook promote every single one of your status updates. All right? This is how you get that like number up, the people talking about your page. That's how you get this number up. And this is how you create engagements. These are my most two powerful ways to get the engagement up. Remove this. I'm not going to go through all this because I don't want to type, but choose your countries here. Change your age range to whatever's appropriate. And go out there and target. Same strategy I showed you earlier, all right? So I'm going to probably be doing the same thing. I'm going to start targeting other people. They're teaching social media. They're interested in Facebook. Where do I find people that want to grow their business using Facebook? I'm going to go find those targets, and I'm going to put them here, all right? And then, this is really important also, and I should have shown this in the other ad too, make sure that you click on that, advanced options right there, and type in English, unless you don't speak English and you speak something else, but all English, because that way you're targeting people that already speak English. So if you're like us and we're targeting people in Ecuador, Peru, or Colombia, or Mexico, and they don't speak English, then you're going to be attracting fans to your page that are talking in another language, and you've got to click the translate button to see what they're saying, and it's just, you know, it's just, you don't need that kind of headache right now, okay? Just go ahead and, you know, you'll have enough fans just by picking English, all right? Back up here, I target anyone because I do want this ad to also show up to my fans, just in case they're not seeing it in the news feed. Same thing here. You guys know the drill. I just showed it all to you. We're going cost per clicks. We're telling Facebook, no, you don't know anything about my business, so I'm going to manually bid for those clicks. I'm going to go right in the range of, you know, probably in the middle or right at 30 cents here. All right, and then you're going to place that order. Those two types of ads, boosting your post and this ad that I just showed you, let's go back. This ad right here are the ones that create the most engagement, okay? This is how, I'm going to go show you without talking. This is why I'm reaching 355,000 people. My total reach in my posts, 355,000 people. I have 20-something thousand fans, but look how far I'm reaching. I'm up 264% from last week because of this strategy. All right? My post reach, you know, 134. Let's go look at something else here. Let's look at the page. I love the insights. Yeah, I mean, the new insights is insane. I mean, look, 407 net likes. This is after a couple of people, 15 people decided they didn't like my value. 407 net likes yesterday, or on the 5th. That's crazy. And then I got 359 yesterday. All right, look at that jump. All right, these are these simple strategies that I'm showing you right now, and it's consistency. You've got, I think that's probably the most important thing you've got to be doing on Facebook, is you have to be consistent. When people come to me and they tell me my page isn't working, like in my coaching program, the social media mastermind program, and I analyze people's pages, like that's what I do, and it's like $49 a month, guys. Every one of you should be in there if you're interested in Facebook. I will literally like do once a week, every other week, whatever, I'll do like just page critiques. And invariably, it's always because they don't have an offer on there to collect leads, or, oh my gosh, Bill just wrote like Michelle loves her husband very much. He must be in my account. So I always go in there and I'll critique the pages, and I always see they're either not putting in a way to build their list, or they're not posting enough. People will start banging their head against the wall when it's really as simple as being consistent. This is your business. Do what it takes to actually build it correctly using Facebook, and you will see these results. People will say Facebook doesn't work. It's because you're not consistent. That's really what it boils down to. All right, let's go. I mean, if I go to posts, I don't want to get into all these insights, but just know it's back here. I mean, I can go back here and see, you know, what's my top engaged post, you know, who do I reach the most. There's all kinds of cool stuff back here, all right? So, let me show you one more thing here, because I think it's important. The Power Editor. A lot of people have asked me what this is. I'm going to show you just really quickly, because we're at 9:30. I'm going to show you really quickly how I like to use it. The very first thing that you have to do when you use the Power Editor is you have to click this download button, okay? All it's simply going to do is, I've got a bunch of accounts that I've adminned before, so I'm going to have to pick that ID. Hang on. Here it is. All right, so you're going to need to, I'm going to need to download all the data, okay, into the Power Editor. So this isn't just a one-time thing. Every time you do some sort of ads, I like to create the ad over the old-fashioned way that I just showed you. It's easier. And then come to the Power Editor to actually do some more editing. So once this downloads all the data that I had been messing with over in the old kind of version of creating ads, it's going to give me my current ads that are running. So let's wait. It's waiting for it to process. All right. And it's going to show up here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here. Now this is advanced stuff here, guys. So if you don't understand this stuff, don't get freaked out. You don't have to use this. But for those of you that are a little more advanced, I do want to show it to you, okay? So I'm going to click on my active campaigns here. And it's going to pull up the campaigns that are running right now. All right? So I created, I don't know if it's still running. Oh, here we go, Michelle's ad. So I'm going to just choose that ad, and I like to do this creative placement. Here's what's really cool. Now you in the Power Editor, you can come down here and tell Facebook where you want your ad to show. Let me show you where the money is. The money is in the news feed of mobile devices, all right, and the news feed of desktops and mobiles. You can do all of Facebook, including the news feed. That's what this is going to default to. But if you want the most bang for your buck, and you're on a tight budget, and you really want to get higher click-through rates, I'm telling you, the money is in this area right here, the desktop and the mobile news feed. So I can now just show this ad only in this section and not even show this ad on the right. I mean, I'm telling you, a lot of times, let's just click on this home button. What do you really notice here more? I mean, you're noticing this beautiful emerald ring. Hey, Guy Taylor. You're not really noticing this stuff over here, okay? So if you've got a sponsored ad right here that's showing up, it's going to show up more in the news feed here. You're going to be more inclined to click to it. It's the same thing on the mobile device. Apparently, the mobile device, it really shows up big. It like takes up the whole page. So I like to use the Power Editor for that. I don't really mess with it for the audience. I mean, you can come in here, and I'm about to get really advanced. You can come in here and click on audiences to the left here, and you can click on this button that's called Create an Audience, Custom Audience right here. And say I did a webinar that was a paid webinar, okay? And I invited a bunch of people to it. They didn't buy my product, but they opted in, okay, to the webinar. Like, we use Webinars on Air. It's a really cool program for you. Those of you guys that don't have it, you need to go buy it and ditch GoToMeeting or whatever it is. But you go and you can actually plug in your autoresponder to it, so when people opt into your webinar, you're collecting a lead also. So you can build your list just by using Webinars on Air. It's freaking phenomenal. So go in there and you can use that and say I did a webinar for a select group of people. I've got their names and email address in my GVO or Aweber. I can go download their names and email addresses. I can come over here and upload by using a CSV file or a TXT file. I can upload their emails in here, types emails. I can create my own custom audience, go create an ad and say, why didn't you buy my product? No, that's not what I would say. But I would say, did you miss the webinar? And it'd have my picture, it'd have my name. Here's your chance to get the replay. Bam! Simple as that. Target you create an audience and target it. It's so great to use. Now, I will say this. And I've promoted it before. There have been programs out there that will go scrape UIDs out of like Facebook groups. Like, you could go to, I don't know, say you go to a group out there, of a company that's your competitor, and you go scrape all their IDs out of that group. You can go target and upload it here, target an ad to all those people in your competitor company's group, okay, and show them your product. You can do that, but a lot of those programs have gotten shut down. I know there's some other ones out there if you do your research, but you just got to be careful of that, because Facebook is really finicky. I only really use this for my own emails I own, and then don't go buy emails and upload them in here either. You'll get shut down for that. If you own the emails, then absolutely you can upload them. So that's the Power Editor that I like to use for that. Brian, do we have any questions so far, or where are we at for things? I know I mentioned, for those of you guys, I said in the beginning, let me come back here. I said in the beginning, this is a lot of different strategies that we're using now. If you're completely lost, do I get off a screen share now so I can talk to people? Okay. If you're completely lost, what I'm doing, again, you can implement some of these strategies, but if you don't know the whole, from A to Z, that's in my course. All you guys know about that. It's in there, but what I've been doing recently that I'm just really getting a kick out of is that you've heard me mention the coaching program. It's only like $49 a month. You get in there and you get all the past trainings, that we've been doing, and I try to do them every Monday night at 6 o'clock. If you can't attend them, you get the recording. It's in their back office right there for you. Last week I posted on my page about how I was reaching 30,000 people on my post, and I had a training. Like, when I start doing some of these, strategies, and I start getting results, I get excited about it, and I go and I share with that group. So it's really cool to be able to do that. Where did Brian go? Did he like fall off the face of the earth?
No. I'm chatting it up. What's up? How you doing?
Good.
Good. Okay, so yeah, guys, pretty awesome.
I could definitely keep going, but I mean, I think that I'll put people on overload.
That video stuff's incredible. The actual what is the word we use? The crazy stuff that they just showed, all the tracking and the analytics.
The Power Editor. No.
No, the insights.
Yeah, that insights is powerful. If you guys aren't using your insights on your page, you're missing out. You got to know what's working, what's not working. When you look at a post and it's going viral, you need to go boost that post. You need to go pay to promote it more. And that's what the insights is good for. You can go back there and see who your demographics are. Like I will have like more men at a certain age range on my page as my audience than women at a certain age range. That could help you know, do you need to readjust what you're saying on your page? Or do you continue with the audience you have and start catering to them more? There's so many things that you can do with that insights panel, and I'm going to be doing a new video on that to put in the course. I got to update that. But yeah, so I gotta, there's so much you can do with that insights panel. I'm excited about it. I love it. I've seen a couple of people that don't have it yet, but I love it.
It's extremely intuitive. It's like it tells you to the detail exactly what's going on with everything. I mean, it's not a mystery why you may want to get rid of your. I'm not saying get rid of your blog, but for someone who like Michelle is so focused, guys, we talk about put the blinders on and laser focus all the time. If you've got something that's cranking out 9-cent clicks and 100 leads a day, why would you waste any time? Like that's just here. How quickly can you spend 9 cents through this medium? Like why would you? It's just, that's awesome. Michelle, before we go back and forth and answer questions, guys, here's the deal. Tonight, we don't do this often, and Michelle has actually a very intensive coaching program, and we wanted to just make sure that you guys all have it. I'm going to click a button here that actually pops up an offer, okay? And then I'm going to put a link inside the chat, and then I'm also going to, we'll be sitting here with questions, and Michelle can dig deeper, guys. There's 500 people on this webinar. There was 500 people when we started. Here's the deal. She's got the coaching program. It's $50 a month. It's not for everyone. It is not for everyone. And who it is for is there's a select handful of people on this webinar who love Facebook, who that's the strategy that they want to, like that's going to be the bread and butter. You will be the next Michelle. You want to be like the Facebook queen. You want to leverage Facebook. That's the traffic medium. You're a social butterfly, and that's where you want to play. And here's the deal, guys. I have so many different coaches and have had so many different coaches in the past. And the way I learned how to play bass guitar was I went to Google and I put in best guitar player in the world, and I found my mentor. When I went to the internet marketing and I saw what was going on, it took me about 6 months to figure it out, and I went to Google who was the best internet marketer in the world. This is how I find my mentors. And this right now is if you want to play in the Facebook space, you aren't going to find, like everyone's got a coach. You have to find the best one if you want those types of results. And for $50, you get to actually hire her where she goes in and gives, it's either every other week or if not, depending on how.
Almost every week. And what I'm starting to do now is do like Facebook fan page critiques. Like I'll have everybody post in the group their fan pages, and you would think that I would get a ton of them. I think I had maybe 7. And then there's over 100 people in there. It's growing, and that's why a lot of you are asking about, because I mentioned it. And I didn't want to come on here and sell that necessarily, but I want you guys to know it's available, and we've got a great group in there that's working on a lot of projects in there. I mean, some people, like one lady owns a Dotson page. It's not even MLSP, and I'm helping her grow it. Like she's attracting other Dotson owners, and there's people that are doing the health and wellness stuff. It's so cool. That's what I love doing, is taking somebody's brand and showing them how to grow it, and how to get fans and how to create that engagement. And again, what I'm going to start doing is like just kind of doing smaller videos just for the group, and then posting it in the back office. Not necessarily always. We're going to have live trainings each week still, or every other week, but then. And the weeks we don't, at least add something in there, like fan page critiques and stuff. And it just gives so much value for everybody to just kind of see the differences of what they need to do and what what's not working or what's working.
Yeah. I mean, here's the critiques alone, guys. Michelle is charged. I say 10. I think she said 10, but I know it's as much as $5,000 in a day for consulting. And here again, guys, to hire the best coaches to get the fastest results. I'm not an idiot. I try and figure out the quickest way to get the best results, the fastest results. They cut the corners. Someone else is doing better than I am in a particular area. I want to hire them, and I want to know exactly what they're doing. And guys, if Facebook is it, for about 50 to 100 people, I would assume tonight are going to take Michelle up on this coaching thing, because guys, you're gonna meet next week about another thing. Like she's advertising, she's spending ad spend every single day, week in and week out, and collecting data just like you saw tonight. I mean, imagine next 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, that whole presentation is gonna be different. Right? There's gonna be new tweaks. There's gonna be new algorithm. There's gonna be new video converter, twister, spinner, whatever, something out there that she has figured out to just dominate Facebook. And if you don't have her in your back pocket doing weekly coaching like this for $50, you just got to ask yourself, and this isn't going to be like a long pitch, I just want you to understand exactly what this is, because for $50, guys, within the month, you will learn how to generate 10, 20, 30, 40 leads for $50 in the training. Now, you might spend $5, $10 a day, But trust me when I tell you, you need leads. Without leads, there's not the lifeblood of your business. Without them, you're done. And Facebook is the fastest way today to get them in this niche because Google, you can't play on pay-per-click anymore like we used to back in 2008. This is where like the big money, the fast leads go. And without Michelle, you're throwing darts blindfolded at a moving target. Seriously, that's what you're doing. And we don't want that. And for $50, you can save. Let her spend the money. Let her and her husband spend their hard-earned dollars to split test, to see what works. And then they come back and tell you exactly how they're doing it, what to do, what not to do, show you the ad, that 264% increase in reach. You don't get that type of hands-on training. You don't get that type of training from anyone. And for $50 a month, if you want to, guys, we're all about mastery. That's why our biggest platform is mastery. You've got to have someone like this if you want to master a particular subject. And we're happy as heck that this is inside MLSP. And I know that for anyone who wants to learn Facebook, this is it. There's no other coaching program in this Facebook pie that we recommend. And that this is, I honestly think that of the next 3 to 6 months, the people who do this stuff and follow Michelle's teaching. I mean, geez, you saw her back office, guys. This isn't.
Well, it's what I do. You saw I'm running ads. I mean, like I looked the other day at what we're spending monthly, and I feel like I've come such a long way. I remember when I first met you guys laughed at me at my little bitty budget because y'all used to spend so much in Google. I think when Google was the day, and I was like so proud of myself that I was spending a couple of $1,000s a month, but I can now. It doesn't mean though that you can't spend. It's because we've grown our business that much that we've been able to do that. But you can still do it on, a couple $100s a month. You just have to know the right way. And, I mentioned also in the email that, don't waste your money anymore on promoting or creating ads, seriously, that are on the right-hand side that are pitching products. I don't know if I made that clear to people. It's not working right now. I mean, maybe it's working for a few of you guys, but the strategies I taught you tonight, the strategies I teach in that coaching program are what's really working right now to convert sales, to build your list. And that's what you can't forget that you're doing on Facebook. A lot of people get sucked down the entrepreneurial vortex or the rabbit hole, and they don't realize that you're not just on Facebook just to play around and to like be a voyeur on everybody's status updates. No, you're there to make money also. You're there to build a business. You're there to build your list. That's where I think a lot of people miss out is they create all this stuff on Facebook, but they're not building their list. You have to build your list and do the same thing, build a relationship with them. If you can build it with them on Facebook, you can build a relationship with your list also.
Right on, right on. Michelle, if you want to bring, I know you had a couple of friends, maybe we could pop in here and say hi.
Yeah, let me see. I'm going to bring in, because I mentioned to
and here's the deal, guys. We're going to stay, Michelle is going to hang out for a couple minutes, maybe for 15 or 20 minutes. But the next part of the session, like this live Q&A, this is the type of hand-holding you would get in the coaching program. So I'm looking at the questions. There's questions about editing software. There's questions about how to add an opt-in in your fan page. There's questions about, increasing your click-through rates. You can lower your cost per click. This is the type of questions you can't get from like Facebook. Where are you going to go? So keep that in mind. So when this webinar is over in the next maybe 30 minutes, depending on however long Ms. Pesco wants to hang out. But that's the type of invaluable Q&A. Like I need my questions answered now. I'm spending my money now, and I need to know exactly how to get the most dollar for my ad spend. So it's invaluable.